Hey everybody, Rob here. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to jump on and talk about something that I just had some great discussions on. I go live every now and again on Facebook and on Instagram just to see if anybody has anything they'd like to talk about. And one of the things that came up on both today, which was crazy, is the question of what do you do with your emergency fund? So this is a question that comes up a lot. The issue is I've got this money set aside for an emergency fund. It's just sitting there doing nothing. I feel like it should be earning interest. It should be doing something to make me money, shouldn't it? And the answer is no. The answer is no because an emergency fund is not an investment. It is not an investment. It is there as protection. It is there as something to keep you safe, more specifically to keep safe the ability to make money so that you can make money. Okay? If you invest it, what's going to happen, of course, is Murphy will hit, something bad will happen, and that will happen at exactly the moment when your investments are down, right? So, or if you put it in something that can't go down, then you may not be able to get it out, and you will use a credit card because you can't get it out, or you will go into debt because you can't get it out. There are so many reasons to not treat it like an investment. So, for myself, we paid off $41,000 of debt and built up a $21,000 emergency fund all in 25 months after discovering Dave Ramsey. And that $21,000 emergency fund, it's grown a little bit since then, just a little bit of interest I've had, but it's been in an account right now it's earning 0.5%. Originally it was earning 2%. CIBC had given me an intro rate or something, and it's just slowly gone down over time, and now it's earning 0.5% interest. And I don't care. Don't care. Because that's not the purpose of it. The purpose of it is to protect me and keep me safe. Now, I actually did find one way to make a little bit extra money doing it. I actually put, so it's $21,000 in total. I put $3,000 of it into our main account because with CIBC, the minimum amount to have in an account to get zero bank fees is $3,000. And so I looked at that and I'm like, you know what, I'm paying like $15 a month in bank fees. That's actually a reasonable return on that investment. So I took the $3,000 and I put it in the account. Now, the only reason I'm okay with that is because we never get down to it. We've got the $3,000 in the account, and then we've got a buffer zone on top of that of money that we actually spend in between paychecks, right? So we get paid, it goes down, then we get paid again, it goes down, and we never get anywhere near the $3,000. If you try that, and you get close to that bottom dollar, guess what? You've just lost the ability to do that because you never, ever, ever want to use your emergency fund for something that's not an emergency. And that's a very, very important principle of the emergency fund. You want to make sure that you're only ever using it for something that's actually an emergency. There's two reasons for that. One, you want to make sure you don't willy-nilly use it, and that happens a lot to people. And two, you want to make sure that when an emergency does happen, you feel great about using it because that's what it's for. So, what do you do with it? You stick it wherever you can access it. If you want to take it out in cash and keep it in your house, go ahead. Put it in an envelope somewhere and put it somewhere safe where it's not going to get burned down in a fire. It's not going to get stolen. It's not going to get lost, right? All that stuff you should worry about. But outside of that, go ahead and keep it in your house. That's 0%. Put it on your mattress, right? Whatever. If you want to keep it in a bank account, just keep it in a regular old savings account. If you want to look into getting a little bit of interest on it, you can. Dave Ramsey sometimes recommends a money market. So this is an account that usually pays 1%, maybe 2%. I don't go the effort to do that, and I also don't go take the effort to get a high interest savings account, a high yield savings account. There's these things from these online banks. I've seen them as high as 2.5%. Just don't care that much. The emergency fund is not there to make me rich. And I get nervous when I put all my emergency fund, for instance, into one of these online accounts that, frankly, I've got very little involvement with. I'm very uncomfortable with. I don't have a lot of use of them. If I use them every day, maybe I'd feel better about it, but I don't, and so I don't. If my CIBC bank wanted to offer me something, and in fact, I might call them and just say, hey guys, you'd offered me 2% before. Would you go up to 2% now? They might do it, right? And just ask. So if I really want to make something, that's what I would do. I would not try really hard to get any massive investment from it. I would certainly not put it in anything locked, anything where you can't access it, and I would certainly not put it in anything risky where you could risk losing it. So put those two things together, and a 0.5% bank account might be the way to go. Okay, just remember, an emergency fund is not an investment. It costs you money. You're not investing it, so it's costing you money in the money you could be making by investing it. Okay, so definitely make sure to follow that. Make sure to get that emergency fund, put it in, and never touch it for anything but emergencies, and have it somewhere where you can access it. So hope that brings you some value today. Have a good one. If you're interested, I've got a little tool right now that is really, really useful, and I think people are really getting some value from it. Definitely check out WePayOffDebt.ca/challenge. What I've got there is I put together a budget challenge to put together your budget in a way that you can actually make it really quickly, easily, have a good plan to get out of debt fast, and track it all easily. Okay, that was the thing that was with me. I never was able to track my budget, no matter how hard I tried. And and what I've presented in this little mini challenge is the techniques needed to not only do it, but to do it easily. Like today, if I fall behind in my budget for 3 days or 7 days, it literally takes me less than 10 minutes to catch up, and zero effort, like zero energy. The setup is absolutely spectacular. It really, really works, and it's totally doable for anyone at almost any level of technological expertise. It uses a really basic app that's really easy to use. So definitely check that out. WePayOffDebt.ca/challenge and sign up there to get the challenge in your email box. It's a self-directed thing. It's 7 emails, and when you've done the first one, you click it, and you click a button, you actually get the next one automatically. So and don't take too long. You got to get this done fast. You can actually fail the course if you don't click fast enough. So make sure you give that a shot. And I would love to hear what you think of it. I would love to hear if it's useful. Shoot me an email, rob@WePayOffDebt.ca. So thanks so much. Have a good one. We'll talk to you again soon.